What's up, everybody? Welcome to another ranking video, and welcome to a new ranking series. Yes, I am now doing a series of ranking videos where I rank every movie that I have seen for each year, and I'm gonna try to go as far as maybe 100 years if I can. So at least like try to, if I can do it by the end of this year, which probably not, but if I can, I'll go all the way back to 1924. But most likely not. So if it goes into next year, then 1925, then 26 and whatnot. Because um, it'll take a while anyways because I had to watch a lot of movies to order to make these rankings. Some of them I do at least because I don't even think I've seen a movie in the 20s in the 1920s right now. So yeah, but anyways, I'm starting off with last year of 2023 of every movie that I watched. Every 2023 movie that I watched. I had to watch a lot of movies. Most of these actually, all of these I have talked about, but most of these I talked about in my last ranking video, the ranking for every movie I watched in January of 2024. But I'm going to talk about them again. I might just, give brief thoughts to those, but yeah, at least to some of them. Yeah. So all right. With all that out of the way, let's get started. We have 14 movies. I've only seen 14 movies in 2023 movies, and there's actually a lot that's going to be missing on here. Like a lot of the big ones are going to be missing. Like I haven't seen Barbie. I haven't seen Oppenheimer. I haven't seen Poor Things. I haven't seen the Mario movie. There's a lot of big movies that I haven't seen. There's a few big movies I have, but a lot of them, most of them I haven't. So, and my number one, if you don't know it by now, because I have already said what my number one is, but my number one is going to be an oddball choice. I don't see anyone else saying that that's their favorite movie of 2023, but it is my favorite. So, of course, personal opinions. Keep in mind personal opinions. If my favorite is your least favorite, then sorry. If my least favorite is your favorite, then too bad. So, all right, let's all that out of the way. Let's go ahead and get started. 14 movies. Okay. So coming in at number 14, my least favorite movie of 2023 is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Yes, which supposedly is supposed to be the final installment into the Indiana Jones series. Let's hope it is. Not a good movie. Now I'm not going to say that it's complete dog shit because I got to be honest, I actually kind of liked the ending of it. I thought the ending was pretty cute, pretty sweet, but other than that, I wasn't into this movie really. I thought the actress who played his goddaughter, what's her name, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, she was pretty good, but Harrison Ford, honestly, I mean, maybe not his worst performance ever, but his worst performance in Indiana Jones movie, honestly, because it just seemed like he didn't want to be there. That's what I got out of it. But yeah, it just doesn't feel like a last installment, really. They should have just kept Kingdom of the Crystal Skull as the last installment because it was a better fit. I know a lot of people don't like that movie either, but I actually don't mind Crystal Skull all that much. In fact, here's a hot take, but I like Crystal Skull better than what's it called? Temple of Doom. I'm not a Temple of Doom fan. I like Temple of Doom better than Dial of Destiny, don't get me wrong, but I'm not a Temple of Doom fan, to be honest. Indiana Jones: The Dial of Destiny. I didn't hate it, but I didn't really like it either. It was pretty boring and just, wasn't into it. So that's my number 14. My number 13 is the only Best Picture nominee, and that is Maestro. that's because this is the only one I could find that it was on Netflix. So there we go. Because like I said, Oppenheimer, Barbie, Poor Things, and all the other Best Picture nominees, the Holdovers. I really want to see the Holdovers. I have a feeling that that could be my number one once I watch it, because I've heard nothing but good things, and I do like Alexander Payne as a director, not as a person, but as a director. So yeah. But Maestro, yeah, the only one I've seen out of the Best Picture nominees, and it's okay. I think the editing is really good. It's a very well made film. Cinematography is great. The music is good. I like the scenes where he's conducting. Those are really entertaining scenes to watch. And Bradley Cooper I thought was pretty good, although every time I heard his voice, I didn't say this in the last video, but he sounds like H. John Benjamin in this movie. Is that just me? He does. Who, if you don't know H. John Benjamin, he's a voice actor, and he does a whole bunch of voices like Bob from Bob's Burgers, Archer from Archer, and the coach from Home Movies. Also, what's his name? Ben from Dr. Katz. Yeah, that guy. He sounds like fucking H. John Benjamin in this movie. I don't know why, but he does. It's so weird. Yeah, he's good in this movie though, and Carey Mulligan as well, and Maya Hawke as well. She's not in it a lot, but it's great to see her. I like her a lot, so yeah. Sarah Silverman's even in this movie, which I think is kind of odd, but she's fine. But yeah, Maestro, it's okay. It's kind of boring, but I didn't hate it. It was definitely not the most boring movie I've ever seen. There's moments I enjoyed about it. Will I ever watch it again though? Probably not. But yeah, Maestro, that's my number 13. Okay, now coming at number 12, this is a movie that some people would put at their bottom. If they were to rank all the movies they watched in 2023, this could be at their bottom. I could see a few. I could see some people putting this at the bottom. I kind of enjoyed it a little bit. That is Cocaine Bear. Yeah, I liked Cocaine better. I liked Cocaine Bear better than Maestro. It was, I don't know. It's not a good movie, but it's fine. It's excuse me. It's all right for what it is. It's not supposed to be a good movie, so yeah. And it's also Ray Liotta's last movie, unfortunately. But yeah, and Kerry Russell's in it as well. But yeah. It was okay. I mean, I didn't hate it, so yeah. Cocaine Bear, that's my number 12. Okay, coming at number 11, we have a movie that I'm surprised wasn't nominated for Best Picture. I think it only got one nomination, if I remember correctly. I think it was just like screenplay or something. That is May December, a Todd Haynes film, which the only God, I can't talk. Sorry. The only other Todd Haynes film I've ever seen is Carol, and I really liked Carol. This one I wasn't a big fan of, to be honest. I mean, it's not a bad movie. It's okay. And it started out pretty strong, I had to say. Like, I liked it at first, as it was first going on, but I don't know. It just went into a direction that I didn't like, and it felt like nothing happened at the end, really. So, I don't know. I mean, some people might say, well, watch the movie again. Something did happen. Well, I don't know. It just didn't feel that way. The two leads are good. Natalie Portman and why am I blanking out her name? Julianne Moore. They're good. Natalie Portman especially. I'm surprised she wasn't nominated for Best Actress. But I have to be honest though, I don't get the hype behind what's his name, Charles Melton, who plays Julianne Moore's husband. I don't get the hype. I don't think he was that good. Like, people are saying that he got snubbed. He should have been nominated for Best Supporting Actor at the Oscars. I'm glad he didn't, because I didn't think he was that good, honestly. He felt bland to me. I don't know. I might be in the minority there, but yeah, I didn't get it. I did not get it. I don't understand why y'all like him so much. He wasn't that good. But in the movie itself, it kind of, I don't know. It kind of drags, like, especially like in the third act, and and the music, while I think it's pretty good, it was very repetitive though. I didn't like how repetitive it just kept repeating all the time in the movie. It was like pretty much just one song, and I don't know. Yeah, just wasn't a huge fan of this movie. It was kind of disappointing for me. Will I ever watch it? Maybe, but if I don't know if I'll ever watch it again. Definitely not anytime soon. But yeah, May December. It was pretty disappointing. That's my number 11. Okay, coming at number 10, we have a movie that I don't think is really that bad, but not a lot of people like it. That's Renfield. Now, it's not a great movie, but for what it is, I think it's enjoyable. Nicolas Cage is fantastic as Dracula. Like, he was definitely the perfect casting of this movie. And I mean, it's Nicolas fucking Cage. Come on, one of the greatest actors ever. And I'm not lying either, because I honestly do think he's a fantastic actor. Even in bad movies, he's still really good. Like Vampire's Kiss. Watch that movie. That movie is not good, but he makes it good because he is amazing in that movie. What's his name? Nicholas Hoult. Also, he's pretty good as Renfield. Even Awkwafina wasn't bad. But yeah, yeah, it was all right. It was very surprisingly really violent. Like, I was not expecting how violent it was. It was insanely violent. The violence is just crazy, but yeah, I had a good time with it. It was enjoyable. And yeah, I didn't love it, but it was fine. Renfield, that's my number 10. Okay, coming at number 9 is a movie I'm mixed on. I love the first half of it, but I'm not too into the second half, unfortunately. And it's another movie that I was kind of disappointed by. That is Beau's Afraid. I like Ari Aster a lot. Hereditary is great, and Midsommar is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. But Beau's Afraid, I think it's his weakest. It's while it's definitely not boring, and it's very interesting and weird and fucked up. Maybe even more so than Hereditary and Midsommar, and those movies are fucked up too. But this might even be more fucked up, honestly. But I don't know. Especially the third act, it just got too weird for me. Too weird and didn't make any sense. The twist about his dad. What the fuck? I'm not gonna say what it is, no spoilers, but if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Like, what? But yeah, but Joaquin Phoenix, of course, is great in the movie. He's, as always, and I don't know. Like I said, the first half is fantastic, especially the first act. The first act was really awesome. Like, I loved the first act so much, but I don't know. Also, the play scene, while I think some people like it, and it's not bad, but it went on for way too long. I thought, like, it was like, what, like 10 minutes long or so. It did not need to be that long. Come on, Ari. What the hell? Like, it got dull after a while, to be honest. Cool visuals, but still. And the makeup job too. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely will watch it again though. I'll probably even get it, honestly, because I mean, I still like the movie. I don't know. Maybe I'll like it better on a rewatch. We'll see. But Beau's Afraid, that's my number 9. Okay, coming at number 8, we have a Pixar movie, the most recent one, and I don't think a lot of people liked it, but I did actually. That is Elemental. I watched it for the first time while I was doing my Pixar ranking, and I was surprised of how much I liked it. I thought it was very well done. Just a really good love story, especially for Pixar. And yeah, I mean, it's not fantastic, but it's not like one of Pixar's best. But I enjoyed it though. I thought it was very cool, very good. I thought the two lead characters were really good in the movie. Yeah, yeah, I liked it. Elemental, that's my number 8. Okay, coming at number 7, we have Asteroid City, Wes Anderson's most recent film. Good movie, pretty entertaining for the most parts, but I don't know. I just don't know what else to say. I think good performances too, of course, with like a big all star cast, but just nothing too special about it. It's fine. It's a fine movie. I will watch it again. I did like it better than his last one, The French Dispatch, but it's still my second to least favorite Wes Anderson movie. It's all right. You know, it's okay. There was a really funny joke that involved Bryan Cranston that I laughed my ass off. That was hilarious. But other than that, like, the humor was, it was all right. Other than that joke, but yeah, Asteroid City, it's okay. So yeah, that's my number 7. Number 6 is now we went from Wes Anderson to David Fincher. That is The Killer. Okay, much like Beau is Afraid, The Killer started out really good. Like, definitely the first half was really good, but then and really it kept being really good until, like, honestly, until the ending. I did not like the ending. It was just, it didn't even feel like an ending, and it, like, I don't know. It was very disappointing, but other than that, it was a really good movie. Michael Fassbender is great. Is fucking amazing. I don't know. I'm tied between this or Frank as his best performance. If you haven't watched Frank, by the way, watch that movie. There's a good chance that might even be my favorite movie of 2014 when we get to that ranking. But that's if you want to see a great Michael Fassbender performance, watch Frank. It's so good. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know which one he's better in. Either this or Frank, but he's fantastic. Even Tilda Swinton's in it a little bit, and she's good. Yeah, The Killer, I enjoyed it very much. Well, I liked it until the ending. But it's still a good movie. So yeah, that's my number 6. Okay, coming at number 5. Now, this was my favorite movie of last year for a while. In fact, I think it was the very first movie I watched the first 2023 movie I watched. This is a Brandon Cronenberg film, son of David Cronenberg. That's Infinity Pool. I watched this movie twice, and the second time I did for my podcast, Your Cousins Are Critics, I showed Cade that movie, and I think he liked it pretty good, if I remember correctly. Me, on the other hand, whenever I watched it again, I didn't like it as much as the first time. But when I first watched it, I really dug it. Second time, not as much, but I still appreciate it. I still think it's a good movie. It's much like Beau's Afraid. It's very fucked up. What's his name? Is it Alexander Skarsgård? Yeah, he's great. I like him better in The Northman, but he's still really good in this movie. Mia Goth as well. Is like fucking insane in this movie, but she's also sexy as hell, so yeah. But Infinity Pool, yeah, it's a crazy movie. It's a movie that you just need to watch to believe. So yeah, you need to see it to believe it. So yeah, Infinity Pool, that's my number 5. Number 4 is a rom-com. And I was actually surprised I liked it as much as I did. That is Anyone But You. And this movie was actually the first time I went to a movie theater in 11 years. Yeah, I mean, the big movie fan I am, before this, I never went to a movie theater until this time. Um, and you might be thinking, why did you go on? Why did you go see that movie for the first in years? Um, I'll go and say I was on a date. So there we go. But no, yeah, I really I dug the movie a lot. My date liked it a lot too, and yeah, it was really good. It was really funny. Sydney Sweeney, it was fantastic in the movie, and she looked great too, of course. And Glenn Plow, is it Glenn Plow? Is that his name? Powell. Glenn Powell was also really good. I'm not really familiar. I wasn't really familiar with him, but he is also in a movie that I really want to see. That's the new Richard Linklater film called Hitman, and he's the lead in that movie. That 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 did come out last year in like film festivals, but or a film festival. I forgot, maybe Sundance, I think, but. But apparently it hasn't been released anywhere else yet, but it's supposed to get a Netflix release in either June or July. I wish it would come sooner because I really want to see it, and I'm a huge Richard Linklater fan. But anyways, though, but Anyone But You, yeah, the two leads were great. There were some funny side characters too that I really enjoyed. And yeah, it was a good movie. I will say though, there was something kind of cringy at the end where all the characters started singing, and I found that a little bit cringy. But I mean, it works in some movies, like The 4-Year-Old Virgin did it very well. But this one, I don't know. That was my only complaint with the movie. That's why it's not an 8 out of 10. It's only a 7 out of 10. But out of all the 7 out of 10 movies, I did enjoy that one the most. So yeah. And that's not the only rom-com on this list. That was my number 4, Anyone But You. My number 3, however, is another rom-com, and that's No Hard Feelings, starring Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah, she is fantastic in this film, and so is, what's his name? Andrew Barth Feldman as well. They have great chemistry. They both play just awkward people, and they do it very well. And yeah, this movie was I thought I liked it better than Anyone But You. It was funnier. It was just more. It was even a little more entertaining. I thought it was a better movie than Anyone But You, but it was both good though. And yeah, it was. I really enjoyed it. It was really funny. And yeah, No Hard Feelings. That's my number 3. And coming in at number 2, we have the second animated film on this list. Originally, this was my number 3, and No Hard Feelings was my number 2. But I rewatched it today, and it went up. That is Nimona. Nimona is a very underrated animated film that, if you haven't seen, watch it now. It's on Netflix. I say it's underrated, although it did get nominated for Best Animated Feature at the Oscars. Whether it'll win, I don't know. Probably not, because Spider-Verse is there too. But and I haven't seen Spider-Verse, so sorry. But I haven't even seen the first movie yet. I know. But I really enjoyed Nimona even more on a second watch. I watched this, I forgot when, but I watched it last year, and I really liked it a lot. But I didn't love the ending. And then, while I will say the ending's still not great, only because it's kind of rushed. The ending still feels rushed to me, but I liked it a little better, and I like the movie itself better. I still think that twist is really good. The big twist in the movie, I should say. And the two leads, Nimona and Balasar, I think was the guy's name. They're both really good, and Chloe Grace Moretz and Riz Ahmed played them very well. It was just it's an awesome movie. You guys need to watch it if you haven't already. It's on Netflix, so check it out. Yeah, Nimona, that's my number 2. But my number 1, and what's funny is that this is actually just an 8 out of 10, not a 9 or a 10. I just haven't seen a movie from 2023 that was on that level, which 9 and 10 out of 10 means it's one of my favorites. This isn't one of my favorite movies, but it is, however, my favorite of 2023. And I said it before. I said it in my last video, and I also said it in my Q&A video because someone asked what my favorite movie of 2023 was. So my number 1 favorite movie of 2023 is M. Night Shyamalan's Knock at the Cabin. Yeah. I know it's a weird choice. Not a lot of people, like, I don't know anyone that would have this as their number 1. What can I say? I really enjoyed it. I actually thought that it was a good movie. I mean, not like a great movie. Sure, it has flaws, but I don't know. It just worked for me. The story, the premise itself is just really interesting, and it's pretty unique, honestly, too. I thought Batista. Yeah, I know he's Dave Batista, but I just call him Batista because I grew up a wrestling fan. So yeah, but Batista was amazing. Like, he gave maybe my favorite performance of last year. Maybe. I mean, Joaquin Phoenix too, sure, and Michael Fassbender and the Killer. Okay, so maybe not, but he's definitely in the top 3 or 5. Batista is, and the other 3 with his character, one of them being Rupert Grint, aka Ron Weasley. Yeah. This is the only movie that you'll see Batista and Ron Weasley in the same movie, but yeah. But I thought they were. I really enjoyed their characters a lot, and I liked the gay couple and their kid too. The girl was really good in this movie. And yeah, it was just such a cool movie. It's so unique and just weird and kind of fucked up at times. And yeah, I think a lot of people didn't really like it, but I don't know. I mean, not a lot of people like M. Night Shyamalan, and me, I haven't seen too many to judge. I like this one. I like Signs too, and Sixth Sense is just okay to me. I only seen it once, but yeah. And The Last Airbender, yeah, that movie sucks. But those are the only Shyamalan films I've ever seen, and this one's my favorite so far. I dug Knock at the Cabin a lot. So yeah, and that's my number 1 favorite movie of 2023. Yeah. All right, so there we go. There is my ranking for all the films of 2023 that I've seen. So in the comments, if you want to, please give me your ranking for every 2023 film that you've seen. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. Just say what your favorite and least favorite movies of 2023 are. So okay. Yeah, look out for more of these rankings, and I swear 2022 will have more than 14 films. I will guarantee you that. And maybe the rest of these too, but yeah, so anyways though, yeah, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit the bell. And I'll see you guys later. All right. Peace.